Welcome back. So we're here ready to talk about series and summation notation. Okay, so basically what it is that let's say you have a sequence. A1, A2, . We form the series and the series is basically taken as a sum. Let me just real quick make sure. And that's the sum n equals 1 to infinity a sub n. And that's going to be, move this down a little bit, a sub 1 plus a sub 2 plus a sub 3 plus a sub 4, and goes on forever and ever. Now, there's lots of crazy stuff you see out there online somewhere. I won't even put it in permanent because I don't want it written down in my name. But there's people that'll claim that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals negative 1/12. And there is some way in which there's a meaning behind that, but be very careful. We don't like those things, okay? So, yeah, that's a story for another time. Okay, so let's start with just a basic, some very simple things. These are going to be finite. So example number 76 asks us to find, oh, I have it written down. Why am I looking in the book? Never mind. Okay. Sum k equals 2 to 4, negative 1 to the k plus 1 times k. So all we're going to do here is we're just going to take and find the appropriate sum. Okay? Let me size that down just a little bit. Okay, so that's going to be negative 1 to the 2 plus 1 times 2, that's k equals 2, plus negative 1 to the 3 plus 1 times 3, plus negative 1 to the 4 plus 1 times 4. Okay, now we need to do a little bit better than that. Negative 1 to the third is negative. So negative 2 plus 3 minus 4. That's going to be negative 3. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Number 78 is, oh, this one's a little bit bigger or a little bit larger of a sequence. Sum j equals 4 to 9, j to the third plus 1. Okay, so let's zoom in there, make it a little smaller. Okay, so now we're going to start with j equals 4, so 4 to the third plus 1, plus 5 to the third plus 1, plus 6 to the third plus 1, plus 7 to the third plus 1, plus 8 to the third plus 1. Oh my. Plus 9 to the third plus 1. Okay. Oh, let me get my calculator out. I have one here somewhere. I guess not. Okay, got my trusty TI-30XA. Okay, now 4 to the third, I know that one, that's 64. 5 to the third, I know that one too, 125. 6 to the third, I mean, I could, it's what, 36 times 6, 180, 19, I'm gonna take that one and do it. 216. 7 to the third plus 1 is 340. Well, let me do 7 to the third. 343 plus 1. 8 to the third is 512 plus 1. And 9 to the third is 729. Okay, so I'm just adding these up. And I get 1,995. Okay, all right, let me maximize that. Not maximize, but you know what I mean. Make it bigger. Okay. Next thing, the last thing we're going to do today is talk about the Gauss summation. This isn't really part of the course, but since I have time, I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck in my house for the next whatever, however many months. I could explain this to you. So this was something, this is a little bit of mathematics lore, okay, a little bit of mathematics history, is that as a child, Carl Gauss, who was a genius, we all feel inadequate next to him, okay, was told to sum the numbers 1 to 100. This was sort of a punishment that the teacher gave either him or the class. Okay, because they were being pain in the ass. But Gauss, being a genius and a super pain in the ass, he had like a brilliant idea. He's like, you know what? I can do this so quick, teacher won't even know what hit him. 100 plus 99 plus 98 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And so what Gauss noted is that, you know what? This is the same thing as this, right? But I've just written it backwards. But if I add them together, I get 101, and I get it 100 times. So 101 times 100. Okay, so what Gauss found was that 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way up to 100 is 100 times 101 divided by 2. Okay, well, he was a math person even then, so you could easily just extend that. You go to n, and you can make the same argument. So you're going to get n times n plus 1. Let me put big old addition here. Okay, so what we get is, let me put this in highlight. Here's the 1 for 100. Or more generally, 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way up to n equals n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so that's just a nice little trick that mathematicians came up with, and you now have. Okay. All right. I'll see you all in the next set of videos.